Despite the best efforts of the mainstream media and the Hollywood machine, nothing has been able to stop Sound of Freedom. The woke media did their best to try to gaslight everybody into not watching this movie, to try to say it was a conspiracy, to try to link it to all these things. They have failed time and time again. And now that it's been out for finally 2 full weeks, people are seeing things that are unheard of at the box office. How Sound of Freedom became summer's surprise box office hit. And even when you look at the second weekend for this movie, it made more money than opening weekend, a 37% increase. One of the only movies in history to do that when the second weekend didn't fall over Christmas. This is a movie that Disney decided to shelve. They didn't want people to see it. They didn't want people, for some reason, to see a movie about the horrors of child trafficking and all the people, all the left-wing attacks, all the mainstream media attacks on Sound of Freedom. For some reason, they don't want people going to a movie and hearing about the horrors of human and child trafficking. Very, very strange, isn't it? But take a look at this. On its third Tuesday at the box office, it has yet another increase over its second Tuesday. Sound of Freedom still divine at U.S. box office after grossing strong $5.5 million on third Tuesday, a miraculous 44% up from last Tuesday. Angel Studios hits $96 million, beating the Dungeons & Dragons movie and Megan runs. Will beat The Flash on Thursday and Scream 6 on Friday. So put that in perspective. It's about to outpace The Flash in terms of its domestic total. That is insane for a movie on a $14 million budget. And in fact, it might be giving Mission Impossible some pretty big problems right now. Mission Impossible 7, I think, is fantastic. I highly recommend everybody go see that, as well as Sound of Freedom. I have reviews for both of those over on RK Outpost Live. You can go check them out. But shockingly, we knew it happened to Dial of Destiny. I don't know if people were expecting this for Mission Impossible. Sound of Freedom miraculously tops Dead Reckoning per screen average. Take a look at this. This was on Monday. So Mission Impossible's first Monday was not good news for it in terms of its legs. One of the worst Mondays that they've had as a franchise. The Tuesday was a little bit better, but there is reason to worry about Mission Impossible 7 with that massive budget. But look at that. $5.3 million and just under $5 million for Sound of Freedom. Per theater, Sound of Freedom is now outpacing Dead Reckoning Part 1. Holy shit. That is outlandish that we're actually talking about something like this. And for its Tuesday numbers, you can look right here. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning grossed 7.3, up 37% from Monday. Second biggest Tuesday for a Mission Impossible film. It is still behind Fallout, which it needs to at least do what Fallout did domestically to have any chance of breaking even. If it can't do that, there is going to be big problems because of this massive budget. It's going to lose money. So you got to keep an eye on that. But there's no doubt that Sound of Freedom is likely eating into a chunk of people who may have gone to see Mission Impossible instead of Sound of Freedom. Look at all the positives. You don't see this. It's just not something that we're used to seeing. Look at the last 7 days straight. All of them have been increases from what it did the week before. This is wild, and it's not slowing down anytime soon. Regardless of how many people, how many disgusting people, we talked about this yesterday, we exposed this creep, this pedo supporter with Bloomberg, who was writing an article trying to convince people not to go watch this movie. All of the attacks haven't stopped it. It's about to hit $100 million at the box office. It's outgrossing Mission Impossible on a per theater basis. This is wild, and who knows how far it can go. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.